What exactly are the benefits of the home detox system, especially from a user and a business owner perspective, Doctor?
Because my experience of realizing the most problem, it's coming from toxemia. It's generally cause all the other problems sooner or later, like intoxicated body, it's struggling, the head goes down, and always the toxins find the weakest point, the weakest link of the chain.
Yeah.
As a doctor and as a naturopath, I'm really interested in to find out what causing a cough or a pain, not treating the symptom, but investigate and pinpoint where it's coming from. It's many times like people coming here, I can't stop this headache, doc, can you help me? Do you have some painkiller? I said, pain is good because it shows something went wrong. It's an alarm. We can reduce the pain, but that's not ending. It's beginning of the task what you have. You find out what's causing it.
That's interesting what you said about pain. It's it has a very useful purpose. It's just a case of reducing the intensity, but we can learn a lot from what kind of a pain, what is it? Because not all pains are the same, are they?
Absolutely. It's pain is an alarm system, and it depends how good your body is, how many different pain you can feel, and that people are supposed to know, and that's what I'm saying. They have to take care of themselves, because it's different pain for caused by toxic attack, and a different pain caused by environmental impact, like emotional impact, caused by stress. Its signals different than they're caused by petrochemical, sniffing on the petrol when you're driving in a car, driving into a petrol station. Like I used to have every single time I drive in to fill up my car, I come out with a headache. And that signaled me, hey, you need to get the rubbish out of the system, all the carbo-based waste is just far too much in the system, and then the alarm goes up if another drop comes.
Yeah.
Because this tendency to overload with toxins these days, as an emergency doctor, seeing a lot of people in pieces, and that's why I turned to gastrosurgery, because I see the most important part of the human structure for eliminating waste is ending up in the toilet. But these days it's just not enough, because we need to make the other 4 eliminating organs just as good than our colon, and that is a complex task. Investigating the possibilities how to combine that 5-way elimination process, I designed a system which now is available, called H.O.M.E, H.O.M.E, health spa system, or detox health spa system, which combines modern technology with the ancient knowledge of detoxification processes. Like heat therapy is used since the time begins, so is hydrotherapy. That is the 2 starter of the process. That stands for H.
Yeah.
The O is for oxygen. Oxygen therapy, it's have endless value. By sniffing on the good old oxygen, you can do a hell of a lot to your body, especially turning acidic environment to alkaline. That is the most powerful, one of the most powerful way, the quickest way to turn acidosis to neutral, uh, sniffing on oxygen, or if someone are lucky enough to get access to hyperbaric chamber, it could turn a disease around in no time.
What about in the case of, say, like cancer, which thrives on a highly acidic environment?
Absolutely.
Would that work with that as well?
Like I'm lobbying to get the hyperbaric chamber, which is now comes in like sausage form. It's like a rubber dinghy.
Yeah.
And it's portable. Hopefully I'm getting on soon, and it's affordable. It's not hundreds of thousands of dollars anymore. It should be in every medical center. Like Wesley Hospital have a oxygen chamber or hyperbaric chamber specifically used for cancer patients, because cancer thrives on area which have no oxygen supply and area which is acidic. Both of them instantly treated by a pressurized oxygen supply. Even just sniffing on oxygen. That's why one of the reasons why it's so important exercise, because when you exercise you breathe faster and you get more oxygen.
Yeah.
The problem with the lack of oxygen in the air, it becomes more and more a problem. Like I got a clinic in Bangkok, and on the street people walking and driving with the mask on, because otherwise they get sick by driving through the town.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of countries, people should be smart enough to put that mask on. Very soon we will see news when people having the full army mask on to walk on the street, because the pollution is so high. Like we just had the experience in Bige, seeing the Olympic covering. That is enormous problem.
So it's really in this like industrialized cities.
The problem is wind not deciding where to. We can't decide where the wind blows.
Yeah.
I just visited not long ago Sydney, and I arriving at absolute smog soup. Seeing that city sitting in that beautiful city sitting in the smog was very, very disappointing. And that millions of people who lives under that smog or in this smog, they can't be healthy without extra help. By designing this system, I giving the chance to people to take that system home if they wish, or go to a clinic where the system exists. By taking it home, they have the benefit to save a lot of time and money on treatments, and learn an easy way to implement the detoxification processes at home in their spare time with next to nothing cost.
Yeah.
And the other thing, which is to making that system more attractive to those who's trying to make money out of anything, or who's suffering because the finances is not there to be healthy. Are giving the chance to those to take it seriously, learn the system, practicing it on the family, friends, next neighbor, and then become a professional. Being a detox practitioner, you don't need to have special diploma from university.
Yeah.
You just need to learn the simple way what it's done the last many thousands of years, and a bit of technical knowledge to use the new technology, and you can become just as good practitioner than anyone who's finished university on that field. Like, people need to understand, it's got a space for detoxification. It's not a big deal, it's a simple form, a kid can learn it in a couple of days, and if they implement it in their life on a regular basis, that is the base of preventing ill health. On the long run, that makes, says like a person through life is spend an average of a value of a house on their health, and I mean average. Is not someone who's keep falling sick. I'm talking about the average person with average health. It spend in this system more than a price of a house in their lifetime on their own health. And it's all bandages, it's all just getting the prescription, going to the doctor, going to the specialist, losing a lot of money because they can't perform in the optimum level. The levels of the health industry or the healthcare system need to be advised or taught to people. What level we have today is the most primitive one. Are you sick? You go to the doctor. Doctor gives something for a trial. You're trying for 2 weeks. If the doctor hit the bullseye, then it's good. Then it's cost only a week or two to recover. But what about if the doctor is just say, "Ini mini mani mo, I got 5 reasons for that symptoms," and he keeps shooting the wrong targets.
Yeah.
It can cost you years, because that wrong shooting is creating another problem and another problem and another, as I mentioned with the high blood pressure. High blood pressure is not just sets up, it's always have a very serious reason, and it's nothing to do with your blood. It's regarding to your gallbladder, or regarding to your cholesterol level, regarding to stress, regarding to the colon carries 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 kilos of rotting poo. As many times in our colonic room, I'm proving it to participants, bringing out buckets and buckets of rotting poo, and then they say, "Oh, no one told us that one." It's the biggest surprise. I usually call my colonic room the surprise room, because everyone dropped their jaw when coming on the 5th or 6th times, and still another bucket coming out. It's people need to educate it, need to be educated. The home detox health spa system is designed for easy application. Anyone can take it home and do it in their bathroom, and creating a base of health, because if you regularly clean your system, then it's no time to the disease to sit in. Like diabetes, 100 years ago we didn't have diabetes. Nowadays it's the 4th killer on the world.
Yeah.
And it's not only someone dies, because sooner or later everyone dies, but the quality of life of those called modern diseases. It's if you're sick, you can't perform. If you can't perform, you're suffering because you can't earn, you can't enjoy life, and the whole thing becomes a struggle. Many people keep struggling through life, but it's not needed to be struggled. Life is beautiful. You know, since I came out of my wheelchair, I'm enjoying every minute of it. And I know, because I spent 4 years there, how nasty it is to be sick. And I don't want to be. And that is my mission, because my old master told me I have to carry his legacy, to do the best as I can. to teach people being a good doctor and achieve the minimum, at least. People understand going to the doctor is not end of their duty. That's a failure. Of course, accidents happen, but 90% of doctor's visit, it's a mistake, it's a failure of looking after yourself.
I would like to thank you for your time, Dr. Thomas.
Right.
It's been very rewarding, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you.